Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have with me here Munya Midzi, a leader of the MDC here in Pretoria. Good morning, Munya.
Good morning.
Munya, your comments on the current situation in Zimbabwe?
Appalling, completely appalling. We've had to pull out of the runoff, as you might know. The situation is not conducive for a free and fair election. The violence have reached paramount, and the nation is hit and all high-low, and certainly an appalling situation.
The recent pulling out of the MDC from the runoff, did you foresee this coming?
Yes, we did not want to pull out of the runoff, but it was a thing that was fast being talked about within our ranks, where campaigning actually became impossible, where even us who were working in exile would find it extremely dreading to be campaigning on the ground at that time, from the reports that we had from our counterparts who were back home in the country. And yes, so we did see that there was a possibility. We did see that eventually we might be pushed to such an extent. But at that time, we didn't really think that it would go as bad as it was. And certainly we see that our nightmares have come to be a reality.
What pulled the last straw from and led the MDC to pull out of the runoff? Was it the violence, or was it the comments made by Mugabe about not willing to relinquish power, even though the outcome might be not the one that he desires?
Mugabe's threats have never been a real problem to us. Mugabe's threats have never really been anything to us. What really then has been a problem at that time was the violence, where Mugabe was making it literally impossible to campaign. Our president, our candidate, Mr. Changirai, would be arrested virtually every day, and the arrest of our Secretary General. The situation was certainly not conducive for a free and fair election.
Who is causing the violence in Zimbabwe? Is it the war veterans that Mugabe speaks about, or who is responsible and who is actually taking out and carrying out Mugabe's command?
First and foremost, Mugabe is responsible for the violence. That we should say. Then the people who are being sent by him are not the war vets at all. War vets, you would know that these people are older people now, and they don't want to be worrying themselves about that. But it's the youth, UNITA, and the militia that he is using to unleash against his own people and killing them. And it is the youth brigade, the notorious Bodegezi crew that he's using.
So what is the way forward with the MDC and with the current situation?
The way forward now is to campaign the international community to ask the world to play a more active role in trying to solve this problem. We are not, as you might know, a guerrilla or a military outfit, so we certainly cannot fight. We will continue to negotiate, and we'll use all legal methods to try and resolve this problem amicably.
Do you think that the legal way of going about this would actually bring about a positive outcome?
Personally, I'm very pessimistic about that route. But it is the only sane way of trying to get things about. We will try and achieve democracy through legal means within the country, going to court and hoping that there is a little bit of sanity left off in the country. And then we will lobby people like President Beki, President Levinwanawasa of Zambia, and so forth. But I'm sure my superiors will have more information on that one.
In your return to Zimbabwe, in your capacity, what impact are you hoping to make?
Well, before we had organized my trip back home to Zimbabwe, the intention was to go and vote. But now certainly I'm going to go home, and I'm going to go to Harvest House, our headquarters, and get more instructions on how we should run the structures. If the structures require me back at home permanently, and then we will begin to work on that.
Munya Midzi, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We hope that we'll be able to have another one of these interviews again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.